I think that's fair, especially because I'm friends with Millie. I feel like that's fair for her to be able to say like what she feels.
This is my mom.
It's this one, right?
And I'm gonna get her to rank the contestants in order by who she likes the most and who she likes the least.
12.
Today is the day that we address things. Me responding really to Dee Dee saying that he was the most shocked at Millie's elimination. Honestly, I was just confused because in the house, George brought in a card that said Millie's got to go next. So the whole house was aware that there were conversations being said. So I was shocked why they were acting shocked, like they weren't plotting about it. But you know me, I'm a straight talker and I really should have just kept my mouth shut because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes a beautiful lie is sweeter than the truth. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, when she addressed me, I was doing a terrible job of explaining, making her press me even more, which I thought came across as aggressive. So I had two options here. I either get into it or just laugh it off. And I chose to like laugh it off because when I'm uncomfortable, I'm just gonna laugh. But it seems to me that's been misinterpreted once again as mean. And the reason why I didn't clap back in the moment was because, I mean, if you're a black content creator, influencer, TV personality, you understand that the angry black girl narrative is always up for grabs. So
I will say, I personally don't think that when it comes to the thing people was mad at Whitney for, it was about that from the majority of people. However, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. That is a narrative that does exist. And to act like that narrative doesn't exist is a part of the problem because it absolutely does. Do I think that that's why people were mad at her? No. Do I think that some people try to be racist to her in her DMs? Absolutely. She showed it. That's dead ass wrong too. Do I think that she should have also just apologized if somebody was genuinely hurt? Absolutely. There's so much different shit that goes on to it, but what she's saying is true. Anybody who's acting like it's not this doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
So I just chose to laugh because all this bearing in mind that this show happened months ago. It was filmed months ago. We're in 2 group chats. We've been out. Last time we spoke in the group chat, we were all talking about what we should wear, dresses. I've even messaged the group chat after her statement because I was thinking, wait, who's she talking about? Because she didn't specify names. But obviously, like, I can see that it's marketed against me. But then she asked me to respond to her privately, in which I did because I was genuinely curious as to like, what's going on here? Let's talk about it, especially before we go online. And she ignored me. So I just don't get what she was trying to do there. I just feel like Millie's trying to poke me because you made a video knowing the hate I was getting with your mum ranking me 12. And I mean,
okay, I like Whitney. I have no drama with her. Me and Whitney get along. She was trying to like my post the other day. I'm gonna say this. I don't think the rankings have anything to do with it. Okay, it's not about the rankings. The rankings I think are kind of they're used as a placeholder for what actually is the problem. The rankings have nothing to do with it. Farrah did rankings. Jason did rankings. Millie did rankings. Everybody did rankings. I think that is not fair to use the rankings. Everybody's done it. Like literally everybody in the show did it. It's not fair. They did it on streams. They did it like Maya did rankings on people's streams. Everybody did rankings. That using that as an argument is not fair to Millie because I don't think Millie is wrong for doing that when Jason did it and all of them did it. And I think if you're gonna call her out, then it needs to be everybody that's called out. But I think that's fair.
I don't think that's okay. That's not fine. She probably wasn't aware of the situation. I'll give it grace. But you was, and you still said, yeah, let me upload this and add to this narrative. And you know what? I accept my role as the bad guy, but I just don't want Millie to act like she's not poking me now. If I'm supposedly coming at you, you're coming at me because you've said something to your mum. She's ranked me 12 on the TikTok challenge. And considering the hate I've been getting, you just thought, yeah, okay, let me post this and uploaded it. So anyways, I guess my pain, your content. Very strange.
This is my
Listen, like I said, I got no beef. I got no beef with Whitney at all. No beef. I would tell this to Whitney. I might even message her about it. But like, my whole thing is like, yo, Millie feels like her pain was used as content on the show. So the very thing that Whitney is saying, okay, the very thing that Whitney is saying, Millie probably also feels. This should be settled by like a conversation offline. If it's as simple as like you think you hurt somebody's feelings, then apologize. You know what I mean? That's the end of the day. Even if you can explain, hey, it never intended to be this way, I think you can always apologize, but say, I never intended it to be this way. You know what I mean? That's like a normal ass apology. I think that's it. You know what I mean? I think that's it. But like, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, like it should have never been this deep. I don't know why it's getting this deep. But like, I don't know. People making it like a thing about like Millie versus her versus anything on like this crazy ass like racial undertone shit, bro. Like, listen, I don't think that Millie is intending to hate farm off of like racism anything. I think that's so disingenuous to say. And anybody that's saying that you're being disingenuous intentionally. There was like one more they wanted to watch. Hold on, let me see this.
And guys, the ever comment, I can understand how it's come across as really bad, and I do apologize to anyone that I've offended. But I think you guys, well, what wasn't shown in the show, that me and Patrice had this banter where we would always make mockery of each other's accents, and I have a Nigerian mum, and
hold on. But Millie's mom, sorry, she did make a face as if Whitney had a disease. I don't think she made a face as if she had a disease. I think she made a face that she didn't like her. But you got to understand, from a mom's perspective, she feels like her daughter was treated as like she was bullied. Whether or not Whitney feels that she did that, that is how her mom feels. And if you're a parent, okay, and I'm not even a parent, I understand this. If I went to my dad and told my dad that like somebody was disrespecting me, okay, my dad would not like that person. That's normal. That's normal. Now, whether or not that's the context, that is the truth, is completely irrelevant from that. To act like her mom can't dislike a character because of that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's crazy.
And we do this all the time. My pronunciation, her pronunciation's very
I think it's like a normal human thing to do.
He's African.
Chatter?
And French, and he's from so many places, but he's able to connect with me on that vibe, and that's why we vibe so much in the house.
That's good. I'm glad her and Patrice talk too. That's good.
Uncles, hence Uncle P. But do you know what?
That's good. So that way, if the general public sees it any type of way, it's different. Her and Uncle P were close. We're close. They were. She's not. What she's saying is not wrong, and I'm glad that her and Patrice talked, because that means that she even took the time to double check that like Patrice was okay with it, and it wasn't something that was like, you know what I mean? And that was like a good thing to do. You know, that's a really good thing to do. Also, by the way, anybody in chat saying, ew, that face, yo, you better post a selfie real fast, or you will get clapped, okay? I'm telling you right now, because first of all, Whitney's a beautiful ass woman. She is. And anybody who's going to act like she's not, if that's fine, that's your personal preference, you better keep it to yourself. This is not a safe space for you to talk about other people's looks. And if you don't, I'm going to pull up your profile and I'm going to make sure I find exactly what you look like, and then we can talk about ews. You know, like,
place.
We can go photo for photo if you want to talk shit on her. Don't do that.
I was tipsy, but it's not even going to blame it on the alcohol situation. But yeah, that's my uncle. I've spoken to him. He's called me crazy for even thinking that he was offended, but I just wanted to let you guys know what was up, because it was never that kind of party. But definitely,
that's good that she said this. I'm glad that she did that.
For sure. And guys,
what was the last one?
I can understand how it's come across.
It was this one.
I think it's about time we speak about the clique. Okay, so everyone was in cliques. There was Jason, Cinna, and Didi. There was me, Maya, and Mandy. There was me, Maya, and PK. There was Millie, Cinna, and George. Those were the clean cliques that I saw from living in the house. So I'm confused as to why the cliques that I've been in have been labelled as the mean bullying clique, when everyone's clique was trying to do the same thing. Everyone's clique bonded off.
So people don't stop commenting, hey.
So how comes when it comes to us, we're mean, but when it comes to them, they're vibes and they're cool. And the gag is, naturally, we've all been to school, and it's not like you're not friends with everyone in the classroom, but you have your people then that you're closest with, and that's okay. It takes nothing away from you or your character. And I'll be real, the first day I was in the house, I was called a ruffian. The second or third...
What is a ruffian? What does that mean? It's not anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad, right? Offensive, am I? It means troublemaker. Okay.
Third day, I was called a rat. So as much as I like my contestants, I know where I stand with the people.
Cinna, I didn't like your fence sitter personality in the show, but after all this drama, I understand it. Because, bro, I don't got the energy, motherfucker. Like, yo, let me tell you something. Like, truthfully, genuinely, you want me to be a non-fence sitter for a second? I'm gonna be a non-fence sitter. I don't give a fuck if you don't like that I don't have problems with people. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? It has gotten me so far in life to be a good person. I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck if you don't like it. I genuinely could give a fuck. Anybody who doesn't like the fact that I just have the opinions that I have and they're lukewarm opinions, it's because you want me to have some sort of drama. But guess what? I got where I'm at in life because I make a lot of good friends. I got no enemies in my life. I have no enemies. I got a few people that I cut off because I thought they were doing some crazy shit, but I got no enemies. You know what I mean? So if you don't like that, that's okay. I'd probably cut you off anyway. You know what I mean? If you don't like that, you probably get cut off anyway. It's not that, you know what I mean? I'm too mature for the drama. I don't need it. I don't need it. I got money to focus on. I got work to do. I got money to make. I cannot be bothered with people's drama. I can't. Now I can react to it. Okay, I can react to it. Am I gonna fight someone? No, no. You know what I mean? Will I react to it? Yes. That's different. Okay. Now I respect it, but for reality shows, drama is good. Okay, but you gotta understand, I was asked to do the reality show. I was not told to do drama. I was told, hey, you do good on the challenges. I didn't know what to expect. I never even watched the first show. How was I supposed to expect that somebody wanted me to fight with somebody? Like, what? You know what I mean? You think I'm gonna go in there and be like, oh, I'm gonna pick a fight when I don't fight in my real life? No. I don't wanna fight. I don't fight people. That's not my thing.
People that actually love and want to understand me. So I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to stay in my lane and stay with the people that rock with me for me. And it's not like we didn't get along with the other girls in the house. Everyone just had their closer relationships, which I mean,
yeah, Whitney and I even bonded. We had a heart-to-heart.
But all the girls in the house, we all got along. I just find it very strange how you guys see a group of women that have come together, support each other, are loyal to each other, uplift each other as being a group full of mean girls.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this here. I only want to disagree with this. Whitney, I love you. I want to disagree with this because I think this is unfair. And I think this hurts a lot of cards when people are genuinely like shitting on women for stuff. I think the problem with you and Millie has nothing to do with women coming together. And if you make it about that, it is going to make it so that then people are like, oh, okay, well, now you're making it a woman thing. And it hurts the women cause. When the problem with you and Millie is that you said something that hurt Millie's feelings and people see it as mean. And that's why they are attributing that to that group. Do you know what I mean? I think it's not about the girls aspect of it. And I'm not even saying that because, yo, anybody can say like, oh, Cinna, but you're sticking up for the men. I'm not, because I'm a girl streamer. Bro, I'm a girl streamer that has dealt with the utmost of misogyny. I deal with it. It's my entire career is to deal with it. I am in I deal with misogyny on an extreme basis every day. I dealt with it when the shit happened in LA. And that blew my fucking mind because I never thought I'd have to deal with it when that was so blatantly obvious what happened to us. Like, it's not about that, okay? It has something to do with like the way that people perceived an action, which is completely different than it being about women. It just is. It just is. And like Whitney, listen, I got nothing but love for you, girl. Me and you get along great. And she's right. Me and her bonded. So I'm not like, I'm not even claiming that I think she's like, you know what I mean? A mean girl or anything like that. Oh no, you have to deal with words. I'm so sorry for you. Who cares if people